You're the one that always wants to do a picture. It has to always be different. So sleepy. Okay, we're a little late, but thank you for those who will slowly be filing in, hopefully. A little tired. We just had somebody ring the doorbell. We weren't going to answer it because we were getting ready to start. And then they knocked and rang the doorbell again. They knocked it very forcefully, which made me nervous. And Alan finally went and checked, and it was Amazon. So that's why we're
Hello, Abe. Hello, Albert. Safe Beauty. Linda. Hector, Wasabi, Jakob. Hello, Edison Al. Hello, Sin.
Why do you keep moving the camera?
Hello,
Making me
Becky.
dizzy.
Hello, Yana, Tiffany, Yanni. Hello, Justin Walker Daniels. Hello, ACNC12. Hello, Shelly, Kathy. All right. Hello, Linda Wynn. How's my hair look? Hello, Sin.
How's your hair look?
How do I look, Sin?
Oh, somebody complimented my hair? Is that why you said that? Thank you.
God, I am so sorry.
I have to, it's gotten past that point where I couldn't do anything with it. And it's looking pretty good now, right?
My hair's that in-between stage.
You have to let it go. You have to get through it.
I won't wear a hat. I don't like this.
Why? You look fine.
It's kind of this.
Why don't you put on that hat hanging on the door?
I'm going to wear this one.
Is this your new hat?
It's my Overland. What do you think of this one?
Alan is embracing this.
This is
outback.
No, this is
country.
This is Santa Fe, High Plains, Desert, Albuquerque, Boho. What's the other one? Yeah,
it's fine. But I thought you looked fine.
Thank you,
it.
Safe Beauty.
You look fine without
Somebody
it.
appreciates me.
I'm so tired. I had a martini at lunch, and I'm so tired. I had a martini and
You know what you need to do is name me a lunch in the last week where you haven't had a martini.
Monday.
Okay.
Tuesday.
God, I got that freaking Nirvana song stuck in my head now.
All right, let's get started.
Hello, Linda Wynn. Yeah, going to Oaked on Friday.
Good. Good. That's where we were today. That's why I had the Kellie martini. You go, you feel obligated to have what's named after you. Don't you, darling? You had an Allen, so don't you be talking to me. But it made me so sleepy, y'all.
Yeah, I'm so sleepy.
Let's do this.
I had a drink.
Aren't y'all excited to listen to our sleepy podcast?
I don't think I can wear this. I had a drink at lunch.
Yeah. But I don't think it hit you as hard as it hit me. I guess because I get less sleep. Let's go. You ready? Check 1, 2. Are you checking me? Check.
Talk to our fans for just a second. Hello, Caroline Baez. Hello, Andrew.
When are you taking that jersey off the wall, Alan? Sin would like to know.
It's a love-hate relationship, Sin. I don't know.
Andrew said, bro, take the hat off. He did. Is there a drink?
Who told me to take the hat off?
Andrew.
Why did Andrew say take the hat off?
He does. Justin said, is there a drink called Stop Talking or Lewd?
Lewd.
A sandwich and some lewd. I'm telling you,
Lewd.
don't. Lexington, South Carolina. Hey, Caroline.
Hello, Caroline.
All right. Looks like a mix of Indiana Jones and Short Round. Who's Short Round?
That's insensitive. You can't say that.
Who's Short Round? Is that somebody?
That's inappropriate.
Is that a rapper or somebody? I don't know who that is.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Jones. It's that little Asian kid. That would
from Indiana Jones?
not go over well.
Was that his name was Short Round?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Making fun of little Asian
Watch
kids.
Alan do the whole podcast with the hat on just because they told him to take it off. Haha. Well, there you go. See if you hadn't said that.
The only one.
Thanks, Bethany. I had to let it keep going, and I take that Bubs Naturals. I put it in my coffee every day to college, and I think that has something to do with it.
Bethany, what about my hair?
I'm requesting a segment called Readers' Comments, so that'd be funny. What was the round brush hair dryer I bought? Well, I'll tell you, I was kind of pressured into buying it. I'm not really good at saying no a lot, but I was getting my hair trimmed at the salon just right around the corner. I just needed the ends trimmed. And she cuts my daughter's hair. And I walked in and this lady sitting next to me, they were talking about this hair dryer. I think she was motivated to sell some, but it's a no-name brand, and it gets really hot. And the thing about it is it makes my hair super soft and smooth. So I don't have to use my hot rollers like I typically do. But honestly, when I use it, I feel like my hair doesn't hold curl as much because I like it to have some body, and it made it kind of flat. So I don't always use it, but I like it. I don't always use it though. Does that make sense? But it's a no-name brand. I got it at the salon. I bet they all pretty much work the same. Is that enough talking, honey?
You want to save some of this for the podcast?
I was answering comments.
I'm about to
somebody suggested,
pass out.
Well, I was waiting on you. Somebody suggested we do listener comments, so maybe we'll do that one day. I just can't read them.
How do you
here.
mean?
I can read them from here. Well, you say, hey,
just do like a live podcast and just
go back and forth.
Just do bits with the audience?
Listener live comments as we...
You guys would have to ask questions, though, or...
You'd have to, well, I trust the majority of the people in here to do content.
Yeah, if we teed it up before and said, look, all you got to do is we're going to do the first half, we'll do questions, random questions, and then the second half, maybe we could throw a topic out and then they could comment on whatever the topic is, and then we could read their comments.
I guess, and we can also take phone calls, which I don't know why I don't. We could.
Stop talking.
Maybe we could interview some of our podcast family. That'd be fun. Let's get to know our podcast family.
Well, that's what we did today.
I'm saying we could do it on the
podcast.
And
that's why we have a restaurant to do podcasts in now.
Okay, but I'm saying we can also do it here.
Done.
Okay, let's go. Test 1, 2, 2, me, you, test.
Do it again, Beck.
Why? Test.
Because I really needed to check the test.
Test.
Okay.
You weren't looking?
Mike Oxawhopper, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mike Oxawhopper, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Mike Oxawhopper.
All right.
That's a good one.
Took me a second to get it.
Mike Oxawhopper. It just hit me in the tickle bunny or the tickle funny.
Where'd you get that one from? A listener?
I don't know. It's just original content. All right. You ready?
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans. This is my husband, Alan Evans.
Hello, I'm Alan. Hey, Train in the house.
All right. It's a new way of saying it, I guess. Welcome to the podcast, honey. We're both kind of dragging ass tonight. Let's just be honest.
Dragging so much ass.
I don't mean to start off cussing, but Alan and I, we made a cardinal, is it a cardinal error? That's not right. It's a cardinal sin. What would you call it? A game day error, maybe?
We got against birds.
What's the word?
Why does the little red bird have to sin?
I don't know what what is the word I'm looking for? We made a mistake. We had cocktails at lunch. On a weekday, on a Wednesday.
And I was telling Kellie, what day have you not had cocktails at lunch?
I went to lunch with a friend on Monday, did not have a cocktail. We looked at other tables around us on a Monday, and they were having these. We love martinis. My friend John and I, we both love the same martini, slightly dirty blue cheese olives. And we're sitting there drinking water and tea, and we're just looking around like, oh, that martini looks so good. But it's Monday. But however, we went to Oak Restaurant today.
You were going, oh,
I want a martini.
Is that the sound I make when you were about to jump on me?
Yeah, and it hurt my feelings every time you bring it up. But anyway, we had somebody slipped into Alan's DM, another woman, but I wasn't mad. And why don't you tell them about what led us to have lunch and drinks today, honey? Yeah,
well, I got a DM like yesterday. And she had reached out to me on A Sandwich and Some Lovin's Instagram. Okay, so here's a tip for you.
I don't handle the socials and stuff on that.
If you're trying to slip in my DM, like my own personal DM is probably better because I don't check the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' DM as much.
You should.
I should.
We said today we should.
I should, but I don't. But anyway.
And you will from now on.
I will from now on. But her name's Nubia, and she's a veteran. She's a Navy veteran. And her and her husband, who is
currently serving in the Navy.
Yeah, he's active service Navy, and he drives destroyer ships around. He dropped a big dime. I'm like, wow. wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, but they live in New Jersey.
They live in New Jersey, and they were just here for a few days. And
visiting family.
yeah, and she said, hey, we want to visit the restaurant. Any chance like you and Kellie are going to be there? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me make a little phone call.
Make
See
it
what
happen.
let me see what I can do.
And it happens to be Veterans Day when we're recording this podcast.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, why don't we take a veteran to lunch?
Let's make it happen. So we met Nubia and her husband Blake down there, and we had a very fun lunch.
They met in boot camp.
Yeah.
Miraculously, they were both, they met and then they got stationed in Hawaii. They said that never happens.
Yeah, they said they were in Hawaii 4 years.
Yeah, so they met, fell in love, got married within 6 months, and they've now got 2 kids. And he grew up outside of Fort Worth, and so they were in Texas visiting. They haven't had a break in a while, and now considering maybe going on the podcast family vacation next year. We're gonna
sounded like they were open to that.
Hopefully, have everything back in running order, working order, so we can all get the group together and go to Mexico.
So we're going to make that a big deal, right?
Yeah, because next year Alan's birthday is ending with a 0, and so in his birthday,
I want lots of people there to celebrate. So
yeah.
will you come, please?
Please, yes, I'll come.
Well, you, but I'm talking to a listener right now. Will you
so,
come, dear listener, please?
We would love to do it on his actual birthday in August, but that doesn't work with my vacation schedule. So we're going to turn the week of July 4th, whatever my vacation is. We'll get specific details after the first of the year. We'll nail down a week. That's when I get my vacation schedule. And that's going to be Alan's big birthday celebration with you guys.
That'd be a load of fun. I hope we can get a bunch of people.
I hope so too.
But anyway, Nubia and Blake, they were awesome, and we ate a lot.
And of course, they
drank a little bit.
Yeah, she comes down. She goes, I want to have the Kellie. And that's my drink up there. Like I said before, because my name's Rasberry, I thought, well, should I put a drink with some sort of raspberry flavor in it? And nothing was resonating. So we finally just went with my favorite drink, Slightly Dirty Chopin vodka martini.
Dang.
With, I don't have a hangover with it. I still get tired. I mean, like the next day I'll feel tired or whatever, but I'm not hungover. Love that. And Alan's is a bourbon Woodford old fashioned.
Old fashioned, yeah. Old man drink.
But the thing is
Don Draper
Nubia
drink.
had never had a Slightly Dirty martini. She never had a martini. She drinks tequila. And I said, you're not going to like it. And I knew she wasn't going to like it because I remember my very first martini. And Nubia's young.
Mm-hmm.
And I was 27 when I had my very first one. I'd never had a martini in my life. And it was a dirty martini. And I thought, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. But you grow to love them. And so she didn't like it. So I had to finish hers too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little toasty and tired today, but I got a little nap in. It's fine.
Good, babe. You got a little nap in?
But it was really nice to meet more of our podcast family.
Oh, and I took a big load of food down to my dad because my dad was in the service.
Yes.
He was in the Air Force. And yeah, he loves that part. My mom and my dad, they really love it. So yeah, my dad was in the service 20 years, and that's where he met my mom. I think we've maybe mentioned that.
Yeah, we have in the Philippines.
Yeah,
he was stationed.
But he was stationed in the Philippines, and he worked on these airplanes called F-111s, and he also flew for a little while. But the F-111 was like a bomber, a fighter bomber, and he used to work on those and tell me some pretty interesting stories. He was a pilot
that flew? He flew as a pilot?
He was an instructor pilot.
Oh, wow.
So he taught pilots that would fly those.
Because there's certain things about the plane you have to know how this button works, that button works. Cool.
I guess.
Yeah. Cool.
But anyway, that's what he did. But yeah, thanks to all the veterans out there. We love you.
So if you're in the area and if it works out and you would like to meet us at Oat, slip into the DMs. That's apparently very effective. We'll make it happen if we can. We can't do it every time, but if it works out, we'd love to.
You know what else is making me tired? I just took a shower.
I heard you like 5 minutes before we were supposed
to
start recording. I heard
relaxed.
splashing.
I'm splashing.
I heard the water splashing in the shower.
I'm real relaxed.
Man, you know what's even makes you more? It's taking a bath. That's a huge mistake. I take a bath and I'm like, just put me in the coffin. I am done.
But see, okay, the reason I bring this up, number one, I'm about to spring a spontaneous bit on Kellie.
Oh.
Number two,
I didn't know that.
This has to do with the reason I was late. I was late for lunch today because I could not believe this. I looked down at my watch. I'm like, oh my God, it's 12:25. I'm supposed to be there at 12:30.
And it's a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, it's a 20-minute drive. So I was late, but there's a reason I was late, and we'll get into that here in just a second.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Alan, in addition to being chronically late, not really, he's not. He has had what I consider to be chronic issues when it comes to how his body reacts to certain things, foods.
Okay.
Right. I was convinced he had an issue. Well, do you know how expensive it is to go to the doctor to run all this battery of tests when you're on like a little fact finding mission, right? And you go to the doctor, and the way things are going now, don't you wish you could take care of that at home? Well, you can. A few weeks ago, you may remember we were telling you about Everlywell, the company that makes at-home lab testing easy. Well, Alan got his kit, and I think when we talked to you last time about it, you had sent it off, but your results hadn't come back yet.
I had sent it off.
Sent it off.
It was easy, super easy. I just pricked my finger, dropped 5 drops of blood on a little card, sent it in, and I got my results.
Well, the results came back, and I really wanted him to take the food sensitivity test. Because I said, there's something that's causing you to have these reactions. Well, there's a reason I'm not in the medical field, as Alan will tell you. He got his results back.
Yeah, I did. And there's nothing tremendously wrong with me, but it did flag that there are a handful of foods that flagged as abnormal, meaning they could cause
gastrointestinal distress.
Gastrointestinal distress.
For lack of a better term.
The almond, the chicken, the egg white, the eggplant, the garlic, the milk, the rye.
I long for the day where he never says that word again.
The black tea, the wheat, and the yogurt.
See, so those things now
those could cause me distress.
So if we try removing those from your diet and then introducing them back in and seeing how your body reacts, see, now we have a starting point. And that's what we love about Everlywell. You didn't have to pay all this tremendous amount of money going back and forth to the doctors. We can, I think we have some real stuff to start with here.
We have data.
Yeah. And you can also, Everlywell offers over 30 of these at-home lab tests like thyroid health, STDs. I don't, that's some people, that's embarrassing. You can do this at home. Indoor and outdoor allergies, a huge problem in Texas, honey. Nobody has allergies till you move to Texas. Metabolism. Ladies, you're like, I don't understand why I'm not losing weight. There's an at-home kit that might be the reason. Each test is physician reviewed. Shipping is free. And like Alan said, super easy to follow instructions. And your results are reviewed by a board certified physician, then sent directly to you digitally within days. You can even share those items with your healthcare provider. Very easy to understand. So you know exactly what your results mean for you.
And for 20% off an Everlywell at-home lab test, visit everlywell.com/sandwich and enter code sandwich. That's everlywell.com/sandwich, code sandwich for 20% off your test. Everlywell at-home lab tests. Your answers, your way.
All right.
Love Everlywell.
Yes, you do, babe.
So
right.
So here's the deal. This is why I was late. I took a long shower.
Today, before
lunch. Yeah.
And then another one before the podcast. Why are you showering so much?
Well, because I was in the garage. When I got home, where you were napping, I was in the garage working, and the mosquitoes were killing me. So I sprayed off all over my legs.
Yeah, you got to get that shower.
I didn't want to do podcast with off legs, like deep woods, what do they call it? Deep woods offset in here. So I took another shower.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I took 2 today. But the first one, I was doing something in the shower. Now, you know how long my hair is now? Well, it's gotten long everywhere. I mean, I'm like freaking Captain Caveman. So I did a little
personal grooming.
Yeah, I did some personal grooming. I can talk with maturity and decorum here on this podcast about this. I did a little personal grooming. So it took a little while.
Did you leave a present in the shower for me again?
Oh, there was a big freaking mat of it down there, like a big black Brillo pad.
Alan,
oh,
he does his grooming, and he takes all the hair and he pushes it over in the corner. I didn't realize this until the day he forgot.
It's like a beaver.
Well, he forgot to take it out.
Well, not that
I get in the shower, and I'm gonna, days in the mornings. I get up so early, and I take a shower sometimes in the morning instead of at night. And I look down, and I thought it was like a rat was in the shower with me because he forgot to remove his big black hair wad from the corner.
Big black hair wad.
That's what it was. It scared the crap out of me.
Change your voice. So then I got to thinking, what is appropriate to spend time on in the shower? what are things that are appropriate or not appropriate to do in the shower. I've made a list of 10 things that I may or may not have done. So I want
they take too long in the shower, because in my opinion,
Yes.
nothing is too long. The only time it's too long in the shower is when the water runs cold. That's the only time. I hate taking a shower. I hate it. I hate it because I don't want to do my hair. I don't want to, it's just, I hate it. But once I get in, I don't want to get out.
Okay.
And I think that's not an uncommon feeling.
Okay. Well, so good. Then I'll bounce these off of you. I'm going to give you 10 things that I jotted down that, again, I may or may not have done in the shower. Not saying I've done them. Not saying I've not done them.
But they're on the list?
They're on the list.
All right.
You tell me if
I've done them?
Well, you tell me if I should or shouldn't do them in our shower. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Number 1, clip your fingernails.
See, I don't do that, and you do. Alan keeps nail clippers on the ledge in the shower. I don't know why. Does it go down the drain?
It just goes down the drain.
They all go down the drain?
Well, if your hair goes down there, why can't your nails go down there?
Because hair is kind of pliable. I don't know. I guess it's okay as long as I don't step on any nail clippings.
So I'm going to write down, guess it's okay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, blow your nose. Like the farmer hanky. Yeah, do the farmer hanky in the nose. Who does that?
Well, we've all done that.
We've all done that. Yeah. So that's appropriate.
I'm not saying it's appropriate, but we've all done it. Right?
I think most people do.
Right. Especially like when the water goes up your nose the wrong way because your head's back. You're like, trying to get the water out. Yeah.
And let's be real. You can
and
you can get like massive force in the shower because you're not worried about like where the snot goes.
Now see, I'm not hawking stuff like that.
Well,
I'm not like doing like darts out of my nose, but you are.
Well, just blow nose. Okay. So you're saying, okay. Number 3.
This is gross. Don't be gross.
Pee.
Well, everybody says they don't pee in the shower, but we all have at some point, right? But Madonna, I remember when Madonna admitted it on the David Letterman show, and she said it was antifungal or something. She said it was actually healthy.
Ew.
But you can aim,
I go right into the drain.
Yeah.
Like there's
so
nothing.
You're admitting it.
There's nothing on the walls.
I won't admit it.
Unless I just stand there and do it. If I stand there and do it, it's like freaking it's like a freaking garden hose.
Yeah, you remember those things in the yard when you were a kid? They instead of sprinkles, they had it was like the wet willy. I think it was called the wet willy.
Yeah.
And it had all these arms flailing.
Exactly.
And it was like it would like lash your legs and slice your leg open. I don't think that makes sense anymore.
It's fun going hands-free in the shower. Here is why I was late today. Number 4, manscape.
That's why you were late.
Or scape. Just
you
womanscape.
were trimming body hair is why you were late for lunch. Thank you for not sharing that over lunch today.
There was a lot because like I said, I've kind of just given up.
You're hairy. You're not obscenely hairy.
Yeah, I'm not like.
I mean, I'm not like in there with the hedge trimmers doing your back or anything.
I'm not like a Neanderthal, but I'm more. Would you say I'm more hairy than the average guy, or just the average?
I think you're pretty average.
Yeah, pretty average in some areas.
Hair wise.
2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. Masturbate.
Oh my gosh, Alan. Why would you put that on the list?
I said these are things that I'm not saying I do, but I'm not saying that I've never done. I'm just saying, is it appropriate to masturbate in the shower?
Of your shower, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna put down a yes. Okay. I like how open thinking you are.
I didn't say I've done it.
Have you?
But I'm saying no, I have not.
Oh, come on. You're trying to tell me how many years have you been taking a shower? Like 40 years? Well, okay. Let's go back to 18. What's 53 minus 18?
Oh, you're saying you can only start doing that at 18?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alan, I have not. So if you want.
Wow.
You obviously don't believe your wife.
Oh, I believe you.
If I said I've never peed in the shower, you'd have such a reaction. What?
Honestly,
I've never trimmed my nails in the shower. What? What?
I don't like. in the shower, it's like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. You just kind of get tired. Your legs get tired standing there so long. Okay,
Gosh, Alan, move on to the next one.
Number 6, shave.
Yeah, I shave my legs in the shower all the time.
I think that's totally okay. So why is it okay to shave in the shower, but you can't clip your nails in the shower?
Because you're just doing little,
Little hairs versus fingernails?
I didn't say it's not okay to clip your nails. You do, but you're I've never seen that done before, but I haven't had a lot of exposure to various men showering.
Exposure.
I'm
now where I shave over the sink because I use clippers. But if I shave with a razor, I shave in the shower because I like the heat in the shower. It softens everything up. And then, but I haven't again, my personal grooming is non-existent now. So I just I don't know, I trim my beard every once in a while.
You got it trimmed up today, I can tell.
Yeah. Okay. The next one, brush your teeth.
I don't do that. I know a lot of people do.
I don't know why I don't. I should.
A lot of people do.
Why? Because you make a big freaking mess brushing your teeth on your sink. Why would you not just keep your sink tidy?
When people talk about brushing your teeth, do you automatically run your tongue over your teeth? I need to brush my teeth. I automatically do
just
that.
Now?
When everybody talks about teeth brushing, I was like, I need to brush my teeth.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's pretty common.
I think it's very common. I've never tried it. Maybe we should. I don't know. We've got enough crap in our shower now.
We got a lot of crap in our shower.
And I can't imagine that if you're leaving your toothbrush in the shower, maybe it's fine, but I would think all that heat and humidity and stuff. And then you've got there's got to be leftover bacteria in your toothbrush because, it's food. It's got to be like a little cesspool there. Wouldn't you think?
In the shower?
Well, the heat and the humidity and all the stuff that's in your toothbrush, there's germs left behind in your toothbrush. And then it's just in a little sauna. It's probably more germy than if you put it in, you wipe it off and put it in the drawer and it dries out. I don't know. I'm just talking.
Oh, you're talking about the toothbrush itself.
If you just leave it in the shower in that moist, hot environment.
Because it's kind of moist in there.
Yeah. I would think that'd be kind of gross. But I don't know.
Well, what do you think's in your loofah then?
I don't want to talk about that.
Why?
Do you use my loofah sponge?
No, I don't.
You really don't?
I swear to God, I don't use your loofah.
I didn't know.
No, I don't.
I often wondered because it seemed I don't have a loofah like the hard sponge. I have just like a body poof, a bath sponge.
A body poof.
A poof.
A poof.
Like a loofah. Have you ever seen the real loofahs that really come from the ocean? They're hard things.
Oh, like a real sponge?
Yeah. So this is like a poof.
It's a plastic poof.
Yeah. But I can't bring myself to buy them. You can go to the store, like at Walmart or wherever, and they'll have just like a big bin of them, and you just grab one. I'm like, that's kind of gross. I buy them in packages that are, and there could have been a million hands on it before it got in that package, but it helps me mentally. But yeah, mine lasts a long time. I just kind of assumed you used it.
Okay.
But now I know you don't.
I don't. Okay, we were on brush teeth. The next one, clip your toenails.
Well, that's the same.
Well, no, it's not. And here's why. When you're in the shower, you're clipping your nails, you're standing up. You clip your toenails, you got to squat down on the floor of the shower.
You don't just hike your leg up on the ledge?
We don't have anything to hike.
Ledge?
No, I squat down butt on floor.
I am a freaking acrobat in the shower when I got to shave my legs. I'm very flexible in some ways. Wow. And I hike my leg up there.
Wow.
It's probably not attractive.
Where do you hike?
The sill, where the sill where you keep your razors and stuff. I hike my leg up there.
Oh gosh.
That's a big hike.
That's high.
And that's something that's probably not attractive naked.
Oh, I've seen you in there doing
not hiking my leg.
Yes, I most certainly
Then
have.
why did you say, where'd you hike it? Like you didn't know.
But I just remembered I've seen you.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen you in there and I walk in, it's all steamy.
You got your leg up there.
Oh, you got your left leg up there and your right leg's on the floor and get
a good stretch.
Oh, it's just
with my shower cap on.
Oh,
Alan loves it when I put on my shower cap. He's like, "Come here, you sexy thing."
Oh man, that's just
There's nothing attractive about me showering.
Creamy orchid in the steamy forest.
I love seeing all these little sex scenes in movies where the woman's in there and she's, the sexy music's playing in the background and she's soaping up and the man comes in and just takes from the shower. Never once has that happened with me and Alan because there's nothing sexy about my shower time.
Yeah.
It is not cute.
Yeah. Okay, number 9.
I'm in there with a purpose.
Number 9, stretch.
Well, I guess I am stretching.
You're stretching, but not really.
Let me tell you, the
I
funniest,
stretch in the shower.
I did a play at the Florence Little Theater many years ago. And when I tell the story, it's not funny, but the guy that told it, he was in the play with me. And he was the funniest guy. And he dated the girl who played Charlotte on Sex and the City many years ago, because she's from South Carolina too. This was many, many years ago. Anyway, Kristen, I forget her name. So he said one time he thought, I get really sweaty working out. So I thought, wouldn't it be smart to do some of my workout while I'm showering? That way the water is washing the sweat off me while I'm showering. But he had one of those back in the day. They didn't have these separate shower bathtubs. Like that's all the rage now. Everything was in one. You had your bathtub and your shower. So I'm telling you, this isn't as funny as he told it. We were crying laughing, but he said he decided he was going to do his squats.
Mm-hmm.
So he did 1 and he came back up, 2 and he came back up. He said on 3, his tailbone, like at the base of his spine, caught the spout of the bathtub.
Oh man!
Cut himself open.
Oh.
And he said he was bleeding everywhere. We were dying laughing at that visual of him doing squats and then cutting himself open on his backside.
It's one thing you don't want to roll into the ER and say I have a bleeding ass.
How'd you get that? I was doing squats.
I was doing squats in the shower. I promise.
Funny.
I promise.
I wish he was here to tell that story.
Okay, so
you would be laughing.
So you stretch, just shaving your legs.
Shaving my legs.
I stretch on purpose.
Well, it's hot in there, and you're probably like sort of like a sauna.
I've been doing toe touches, and you let the shower hit your back.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
again, not a sexy. I don't want to crawl in there with you.
You wouldn't want to.
Cute.
You would not want to go in there while I'm doing that move. Imagine
there's not room for both of us in our shower. We got a big shower.
What I've been doing. Imagine me standing with my feet kind of shoulder width, my feet kind of splayed out, and then me bending over with both hands trying to touch both my toes, just straight over like that. That's what I look like.
I can picture that.
That's what I look like in the shower, nude.
Yeah.
Hairy.
Yeah, that's my man.
Okay. And then the last one, look at your phone.
No, I don't do that. Do you do that?
Every once in a while,
why?
I'll bring the phone in there and listen to you on the radio or
inside the shower.
Yeah, in the shower, or listen to
I don't.
Listen to something that I want to watch on TV.
I'll put the music on sometimes, and I put it on the ledge just outside the shower, but I don't bring it in with me.
I've filmed a social media commercial in there before.
I know.
What's wrong with that?
I guess your phone is water resistant.
Yeah,
right?
mine's the I don't know, water resistant.
I guess that's fine.
Okay, well, that's the reason I was late, is because you can do all those things in the shower.
And you did them all today, which is why you were late. Every one of those things you did in the shower today.
I didn't masturbate. I did most of the other things, though.
I forgot about that. I blocked it out of my mind.
Yeah.
Well, we need to cleanse our palates, shall we? Let me tell you, I do another podcast in addition to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I do the Love Letters to Kellie podcast. And I would invite you all to go over there and listen to that someday. It's about 30, 45 minutes. And it's me and producer from the Kid Craddock Morning Show, Robert Ehrman.
Stop talking.
And, oh gosh, about 25 years ago, Kid Craddock on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
When I was 25 years younger or so, I had zero filter or whatever. And Kid would have me do Love Letters to Kellie. And I listened back. A lot of that stuff has been erased and lost. There are some letters they can pull out now. And I cannot believe some of the things I said. I was so awful. And I didn't want to give advice. I was like, nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And I'd kick and scream every week. He'd make me do it. Because when somebody asks me for my opinion or advice, I take it very seriously. And anyway, so it's ended up becoming the longest running bit on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. So that's why we started a podcast. And it's so popular on the radio show. We do it twice a week. But despite all that, the podcast twice a week, I have so many letters I cannot get to. I just can't. I can't answer them all. And the really fun part about it is, I think, is when the show reads them to me. I've never seen them. I don't see them I don't hear them until they read them to me. So my advice is just spur of the moment, gut reaction. I'm not a licensed therapist, but this is just what I would do or what advice I would give to a friend of mine if this was happening to them. Okay. So I thought it might be fun, instead of doing love letters to Kellie, because I think a lot of people are maybe sick of hearing my opinion all the time.
Well, I doubt that. I mean, you've done this bit forever.
But wouldn't it be interesting? I don't think everybody always agrees with me, though. Would it be interesting to take some of the letters we have not been able to answer, just a handful of them, and do love letters to Alan? And I vow that I will not give any input, whatever your advice is. Because this is the thing, when it's love letters to Kellie and everybody on the show starts telling me I'm wrong and what they would do, I'm like, wait, this isn't love letters to Big Al. This isn't love letters to JC. It's love letters to Kellie. So it's what I say.
When do they?
They do every once in a while. They chime in. Sometimes I do ask, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know. Well, some of these letters are so
aren't
out
they supposed
there
to chime in a little bit?
Well, sometimes. Oh. But if they contradict me, I don't like it.
So Kellie told me we were going to do this, and I said, okay, that's fine. But do you want me to give like serious analyses, or do you want me to do a bit?
No, I want you to be honest. Like, these people are really writing for help.
So take this seriously.
Yeah, they're really writing for your advice.
They're writing for help.
These aren't like, some of the letters I can kind of sniff out and like, this isn't real. But you can kind of tell sometimes, and we're like, I'm not even doing that.
So you haven't kicked me any that are just ridiculous.
No. These are legitimate. These are ones that just a peek behind the curtain.
Kimono.
Robert on the Kid Craddock morning show, he emails out about 20 letters to Anna and JC and Big Al.
My man.
And they go through those 20 and pick out 2 each. So there's 6 potential letters I could get to depending on how long I talk. And then, okay, so that's 6. Maybe we only get to 3 or 4 of those. That means there's 15 or 16 that didn't get read. So from that email that went out to the group, I brought that in with me today, the ones that didn't get answered.
Okay.
I pulled a dozen of them. So I can say, give me a number between 1 and 12. You can say, no, and I can go that way, or I can just go in order. Whatever's more fun for you.
Whatever you prefer. It really doesn't matter to me.
Well, let me give you advice on something else while we're gearing up for love letters to Alan.
Okay.
A lot of people are wondering, Kellie, what's a great gift that I can give to that special lady in my life over the holidays? Well, let me tell you about Rothy's.
Rothy's.
Give the gift of comfortable, washable, sustainable shoes and bags from Rothy's. I've told you about this company now for a couple years. And when I was telling you about it, they only had just a limited, few styles. They're always these comfy flats. There's no break-in period from the day you put them on. They just feel great on your feet. They're super cute. I love that Audrey Hepburn vibe my red camo points make me have. It's like Audrey Hepburn, but with a twist. Would Audrey Hepburn wear red camo flats? I don't know. But people who try Rothy's become these Rothy addicts. They write me and say, I've got 25, I just bought my 25th pair. It's like that. But they're made of repurposed plastic water bottles and marine plastic. So you're doing good for the environment. If they get messed up, you just throw them in the washing machine. They're constantly adding new seasonal colors, new styles. They've got like slip-on sneakers now. They've got the cute point with an added bow. You simply have to go check out Rothy's. Of course, their best selling is the point, like I have, in black. It has over 3,000 near perfect reviews. So you can spread some holiday cheer because the woman in your life has been dying to have her own pair of Rothy's. Or if you're not really sure about her size, or you want her to have the fun of picking them out for herself, you can give her a Rothy's gift card. But if you do decide to go with the shoe, their returns are easy and so quick. They'll turn around and send her the right size, or maybe a different pattern if her heart's set on it. Find out why Glamour has named Rothy's one of the top gift ideas you cannot go wrong with, and why Allure says Rothy's is the eco-conscious gift you'll see on everyone's list. And again, free shipping, free returns on eligible items, so you can gift without worrying.
And you can check out all the amazing shoes, bags, and masks available right now.
Yeah, it's the signs of the times, baby.
At rothys.com/sandwich. That's rothys.com, ROTHYS.com/sandwich. Style and sustainability meet to create your new favorites. Head to rothys.com/sandwich today.
All right.
Love Rothy.
My husband, the love expert, I promise I'm not going to give my opinion.
I don't know about this.
It's a big responsibility, isn't it?
Well, with great power comes great responsibility.
And I've gotten better about it because, hey, if they didn't want to know what I have to say, they wouldn't write me. But now, twist, love letters to Alan. You want me to just go in order? Or you want to pick a number?
Well, I need my jingle.
Love letters to Alan. Dear Alan, you are the love expert.
Right.
Make sure to say.
Oh, I am.
Pick a number between 1 and 12.
8.
Number 8. And we'll see how many we get to. All right. Dear Alan, you are the love expert.
I am.
I haven't dated since I broke up with my high school boyfriend my freshman year of college, and I'm now 26.
Okay.
You do the same thing I do. You close your eyes because I want to make sure I'm hearing because there's so much to absorb in these letters. Okay, I'll keep going. So I hadn't dated since freshman year of college.
I'm with you. I'm with you so far.
Since graduation from college, I've moved across 3 different states. I haven't felt established enough in any one city to seriously seek out a man to date. And quite frankly, I haven't found a man I'm interested in enough to date. But at my age, again, 26, people frequently ask me questions about why I haven't dated. Recently, I went on 2 dates with a guy I know from church. He's a great guy, checks off every box on my list. However, I was on the fence about how much I like him, mainly because he's so short. After the second date, I decided I'm not interested in him. I have 2 questions. Number 1, do I need to break up with him in person, or can I just tell him via text, I'm not that interested? Number 2, is there something wrong with not being interested in dating? I live a very full life, and I only feel like something's missing because people keep asking me why I'm single, and that's from Julia.
Julia. Okay, so there's 2 questions to this. One is, should she break up with the dude via text versus in person? And then the second is, what was the second question?
Is there something wrong with not being interested in dating? And the only reason she worries about it or feels like something's wrong is because people keep asking.
Okay, was the short just a detail she gave?
It was, and I can't give my opinion on that. She didn't ask anything about it.
It didn't have anything to do with the question about the text breakup, but
that might be why she's not attracted.
Probably related.
She's probably not attracted to him because he's short. I'm guessing.
Okay. As a guy who has been the victim of a text breakup, it kind of sucks. Mm-hmm. It's not I would say the preferred way to get the news that someone you're dating doesn't want to date you anymore.
But it's only 2 dates. Is it really a breakup?
Is it only 2 dates?
It's only been 2 days.
Okay.
So it's more of like less of a breakup, just I'm not interested.
Then, okay. Well, then that's probably okay. But
it's like if you were in a 6-month relationship, you'd say
6 month. I'd say, yeah, do it in person.
But 2 dates.
2 dates, you can send the dude a text. Just say, hey, I'm dating somebody else or something.
Why would you lie?
Just something. I don't know. Come up with something. People make up stuff all the time about why they don't want to see somebody. Mm-hmm. You kidding me? Yeah.
And number 2, is there something wrong with her not being interested in dating?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. I mean, maybe you just aren't feeling it. There were times when I was dating when, I was just tired of it. I was tired of it. I didn't want to do it anymore, or I wanted to just take a break, just do stuff for me or do stuff for me and the kids, or just go out with friends, go out with guys instead of worrying about all the things you have to worry about when you're dating. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't know. Well, that's right.
Hopefully that helped Julia.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the text breakup, if you can do more things in person versus text, do it that way.
Okay, so write down number 8 and don't pick that again.
But 2 dates, yeah, you could probably get away with it.
All right, now pick another number between 1 and 12 that's not 8.
3.
All right, letter 3. Dear Alan, you are the love expert, not Kellie.
I am.
I met a man in 2012 that I was head over heels for. Problem was, we lived an hour away, but we managed. I spent every weekend traveling to him. In 2014, we had our daughter. At this point, I'd hoped we would be in the same household. I was wrong. I continued traveling and hauling the baby back and forth. In 2015, we had our son. No changes. My heart continued to break as I still waited for a commitment. Nothing. In 2019, I decided to purchase a home, which I had worked extremely hard for and tried to involve him, but he wasn't interested. I closed on the house and now he's decided to be involved. But I have no love for him anymore. I actually stopped traveling a year ago, and now he comes to me and the children every weekend. I've had many conversations with him regarding my resentments towards him and the lack of emotion, yet he continues to arrive, being affectionate and nurturing to the children. I do not want to be in this relationship, but he continues to convince me he loves me and can't lose his family. I'm confused, of course, and not sure what to do now. I am a confident woman, but I can't get this guy to understand I'm done without making him feel like I'm crazy. That's from Angela.
Are they married?
Nope.
They're not married.
Met him in 2012. She spent 7 years driving back and forth to him.
7 years driving an hour. She didn't give any details on why it was an hour.
He just didn't come to her. She went to him.
I wonder if they were.
Then she bought a house and he started coming to her.
Yeah, I got all that, but I wonder why they spent 7 years apart from one another, an hour away. Was it jobs or something? That would be pertinent.
She doesn't say. So sometimes you have to fill in the blanks and guess.
Yeah, I don't know. First thought is he kind of just, as you were reading that, kind of sounds like a bum. You know? Sounds kind of like a bum to me. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's 7 years and you can't live in the same home with your
baby mama.
Your baby mama. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what that's all about, but I mean, maybe he's having a change of heart now after that long. But I understand where she's coming from. It's like, man, I've been traveling for 7 years and this bum wouldn't come to see me
until I bought a house.
Until I got the house, and then I've been lugging my kids over there. I don't know. He sounds kind of like a bum, Angela. I'd proceed with caution and just see if his heart's like really, if he's really genuinely wanting to do this, then he'll.
She's been doing this since 2012.
Yeah, he'll pony up a commitment. I mean,
it's been since 2012.
Yeah, though. I know. It's been 7 years.
So should she give him a deadline at this point?
Is he ever going to get down on bended knee? I don't know that he should. I don't know if she's.
It's hard, isn't it, Alan?
I don't know if she should give him the ultimatum, but gosh, it's been 7 years.
So
she should have a conversation with this guy and say, "Look."
She's had conversations about the resentment.
She should have a heart to heart and say, "Look, this is where I've talked to you about my resentments in the years past. Here's our history. You know our history. It's been a long time, but if we're going to all live under the same roof." We need to have.
They're not. He's still traveling to her.
Yeah, we need to have a commitment here so you can live under the same roof here.
Some type of commitment.
If
he doesn't agree to live under the same roof and all that, what should she do at that point?
Well, that's a tough one. Then she has to decide how much she wants the children's dad in the kids' lives. I mean, that's kind of the tough question. Do you want that man involved in your kids' lives? And I was kind of, joking and halfway not joking when I said he's a bum. He's kind of a bum for all those years where he was spending an hour away from his kids. But again, I don't know. That could have been something to do with maybe it had to do with his job, or he had to be close to his mom because his mom was sick or something.
But she always went to him.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to say anything.
No.
But if you've ever listened to Love Letters to Kellie, you know how I feel about a woman traveling to see a man. All right.
I said he was a bum, babe. What else do you want me to say? I mean, Yeah. I agree. He should have gone to see his girlfriend, but he didn't. So now they're in the place they're at.
Do you think it's possible for him to continue a relationship with the children and not with her? That she can set boundaries for herself and maybe find another relationship. He can still be a father and not be her life partner.
That's what I was just alluding to. It just depends on how much she wants that man involved in those kids' lives.
Yeah.
And I would assume she does, but if she doesn't, those are some pretty complex issues she's got to work through.
Okay.
Pick
another letter.
1.
Okay. Dear Alan, you are the love expert.
I'm trying.
It's hard, isn't it, babe? When do you think it's appropriate to move in together? I just got divorced. And she was with me, the girlfriend and the new girlfriend was with me through the separation. And now I'm finally divorced. And we were talking about moving in together and starting our life with each other. She doesn't want to rush things, but moving in together would offer us a lot of benefits. We could pool our money and not waste money on separate bills like rent, electricity, etc. We have been together for about a year now. Do you think that's enough time for us to be ready to live together? Or do we need more time to grow together living separately? That's from Jamie.
This is always the question. The part of me is old fashioned, and then part of me is like, you know, a lot of people live together like pretty quickly too.
The judgment's not there that used to be there.
It's not.
It used to be a real judgy thing.
Yeah. So when I hear that a couple, they're living together and they've known each other like, 6 months or something, it never blows me away. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it works for them. So that's awesome. On the other hand, the other part of me is like, from a man's perspective, if you decide to live with a man pretty quickly and, you're being intimate with him, if you're living with him, you're being intimate with him.
We assume.
There's always there's less, I hate to say it, but for some men, there's less incentive for the man to eventually,
put a ring on it,
make the next step.
Mm-hmm.
There's just naturally less incentive because the chase is done. It's done. Now she's at your house.
But this is the guy writing the letter.
Oh, this is the guy writing the letter. Is Jamie a man or what?
Yes, he's a man. He said he got his wife and a girlfriend.
Sorry, I missed that part. I thought Jamie was a woman.
No.
Okay, Jamie's the man. So he's saying
this is the man's perspective.
Okay, so he's saying he's divorced, and then his girlfriend.
She was with him through the separation. They've been together about a year now.
Okay, well, Jamie, that's being the man. That's kind of up to you. I mean, it would seem to me if you're comfortable with her moving in, and it's only been how long?
A year.
Have her move in. I think that's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine.
That's Alan's perspective.
But there's that, like I said, from the man's perspective part of it. I think, once you get her in the home, I think you're going to have less incentive to make the next step. It's just going to take longer. I think that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. I've always thought that the woman should kind of make the man work for it a little bit. Make him work for it a little bit.
Did I make you work for it a little bit, Alan?
Yeah. But our situation.
But I wasn't like rude. I mean, it's just a little.
No, we were older though, both with kids.
Yeah, we were engaged within a year.
Yeah, it's a little different situation, but still,
Yeah, because there's no kids involved in the situation. If there were children involved, would you feel differently about living together?
Well, we were older, and also you did make me work for it in terms of like I wanted to get off the dating apps before you did.
Mm-hmm.
And to me that was a sign, well, oh, okay. So she's gonna do that. Well, I'm still gonna tell her that I'm off the app, and I'm gonna show her why I'm the best one. She should pick me.
That's right.
Just little,
because but that gave you a little bit of an incentive to keep pursuing me a little harder, right?
Right.
Because you hadn't won me yet.
Right. Little nuances like that.
What would your advice be different as far as living together if there are children involved? Because apparently he didn't mention children. I'm assuming there are no children.
Yeah, I would think children.
What would your advice be?
Children kind of change the dynamic a little bit. Well, gosh, I don't know. With kids, I don't know that there's a one size fits all advice I could give. It's just what's best for the kids, I think, in that situation. Mm-hmm. How close are the parent is the prospective parent to the children, and would they be comfortable with that? I don't know. Again, I'm a little old fashioned on that. I would prefer to be married before everyone's living under the same roof,
mm-hmm.
but I'm not judging people where it doesn't work that way. That's just.
But this is love letters to Alan.
Yeah.
Your opinion is don't. That's your opinion.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, there you go. There's nothing wrong with
that. But that's just me. That's
just you. Alan discovered something about me when we moved in together after marriage, is that I love playing Best Fiends.
She does.
I do. It's, if I'm sitting there on the couch and Alan's watching the news again, and I'm like, okay, I gotta distract myself from this. It's making me nervous and stressed. I just whip out my cell phone and play a little Best Fiends. Takes my mind off of it. A lovely little fun distraction. Best Fiends is a handheld, your little game that you collect these cute little characters and these little bugs, this little army of bugs, and together you conquer the slugs to
mm-hmm.
get to the next level.
Yep.
It's really cute. You get different powers. They get more strength as you win the levels. I love that for the seasons, for Halloween, they all have their little Halloween costumes, and we're coming up on Christmas. And I remember last Christmas, I'm looking forward to it this Christmas. The Santa bug would come swooping in on his sleigh. It's just fun. The slugs are dressed up. It's cool. Our son Dylan, he's discovered Best Fiends, and now we can compare who's on what level, what are you doing? He likes to watch over my shoulder when I play and I watch over his. It's really fun. And if you're like waiting in a doctor's office or waiting in the carpool line, even if you're waiting in line at the grocery store, you could literally whip out your phone and just play a couple games. It's just a fun little distraction. And unlike your favorite streaming platforms, there's no end in sight. Best Fiends literally has thousands of levels with more added all the time. So it just keeps going and going and going and going. You get the point. Over 100 million downloads. It's a 5-star rated mobile puzzle game. It's a must play. And Alan, how do they get Best Fiends?
Well, you can download Best Fiends free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
There you go. And Alan thinks that's one of the cutest parts of me, because what do you always say?
Kill them slugs, babe.
Get it, babe. Kill them slugs.
Get it, babe.
All right, let's do a couple more of these letters. I think.
Okay. How am I doing? Am I doing okay?
Well, it does give you a lot of anxiety, doesn't it? The more you do it, the less anxious you'll be.
It doesn't give me anxiety. I'm just trying to think of all the little details. So I'm trying to give a thoughtful answer without just blurting the first thing in my mind. Like when you went through that one, I was thinking, well, God, that guy's a bum. But then I got to thinking, well, maybe there's a reason they were an hour apart and, he couldn't go to her. But that was unclear.
But also as a man who has pursued a woman in the past, although your pursuing days are over.
Yeah, he should have made it happen.
Exactly.
Right.
You would.
No, for sure.
You would absolutely
Agreed.
come to me.
No, agreed.
Okay,
He should have made it happen.
He's found a way to make it happen now.
I'm just curious. I always want to know the whole
it's
story.
so much easier when you can get them on the phone, which is what I can do on the Love Letters to Kellie podcast.
Dime.
It's not a dime. I'm just saying, on the radio, it's like Alan now. We're just trying to piece it together and fill in the blanks. But if I have somebody on the phone, I can ask these questions. Okay. You want to do a couple more before we wrap up?
Sure.
Pick another letter.
How about number 9?
Number 9. Dear Alan, you are the love expert.
I'm trying.
My husband and I have been together for 12 years. About 2 years ago, I found out he was having an affair with a female coworker.
Uh-oh.
He broke it off and left that job out of respect for me and our marriage. Good for you guys. We went to counseling and have been better than ever. That is, until the last few months. We were doing laundry pretty regularly. That's code for having sex on the Kid Craddock morning show.
I understand.
Well, a lot of people listening to the podcast might not know that.
Because we just come out and say it.
Yeah, but doing laundry is code for having sex.
We say knocking boots.
That's what we say.
Rubbing uglies.
Is that what I thought it was bumping uglies.
Bumping uglies.
Whatever. So we were doing laundry pretty regularly, and then all of a sudden the washer stopped working. I try sending him flirty texts throughout the day, reminding him how much I love him, how sexy I think he is. I try to keep him happy in the bedroom and be sexy for him, but it's not working. I am so afraid he no longer finds me attractive, or even worse, that he could be having an affair again. I'm really beating myself up thinking I'm not enough for him. Please help. And that's from Desperate.
Boy, those are tough ones. So Desperate, I mean, the fact that he had some transgressions, years ago that he tried to make good on. That's
2 years ago.
Yeah, that's going to always be in your mind, unfortunately. That's just kind of one of those unfortunate things about situations like this, when somebody strays like that, and then you try to come together, and then you have a conflict or a disagreement later on. There's always that in the back of your mind. Well, he did it once, or she did it once. Is that going to happen again? So I understand where you're coming from there and why you're thinking that. But if you kind of don't think about that, and then just try to boil this down to, well, what's wrong with our sex life? Why is it not good? That's basically what this question is.
Well,
why are we not having a good sex life?
But she's flirting with him constantly and trying to be sexy for him.
Right.
And he's not reciprocating.
Right. And you hear, it seems like I hear that on your show, and
a lot.
I've heard this a lot. There could be a lot of reasons for that.
Think he's having an affair again?
Could be. That's the one you don't really hope he's not, because he's done this before and he's tried to make good, and hopefully you guys have gotten through that. But I hate to say it, that's a possibility.
What should she do?
Another is he's just frankly not interested. He's just not interested. And that's hard to hear, but he's not interested because why? Well, maybe he's low T. Maybe he's stressed out or thinking about his job too much. Maybe it could be a whole number of reasons why he's just not interested.
How does she approach him about that?
You got to be, just, I don't know. You just got to talk in nice terms and plain language and just make it as not awkward as you can, I think, and say, hey, what's the deal? Why I send you these sexy pictures and you just nothing. You don't send me anything like not a, hey, that looks nice or nothing. Why? Why is that? Can you just, and I'm not trying to corner you. I just like you to explain to me, I'm really trying here. Why are you not reciprocating? Because it hurts my feelings, honestly, when I approach you and then you just kind of give me the cold shoulder. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not real great at doing that, but maybe something like that, and just really nice terms like that. But, yeah, it's a tough one when two people aren't on the same page, especially with the
bedroom activities,
the physical aspect there, because that's a big part of that's a big part of your relationship. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, because that's always going to be a possibility that not to be crass, but he could be getting it somewhere else.
Yeah, a lot of people, their marriages do survive affairs, but there's that. I don't know. How do you, you make it work. You make it work, but there's always that little, right? How much time do we have? How many more you want to do?
We can do one more.
One more? You want to pick another number?
How about number 5?
Dear Alan, you are the love expert.
I'm trying.
I have been married to my husband for 11 years. We have 2 young children together and live what seems like a wonderful life from the outside. He is a wonderful father to our girls, and I truly do love him, but through our whole relationship, he has cheated on me. Once physically, the rest were talking to random girls online. The last one being as recent as this week.
Jeez.
All of our talks turn into arguments. Neither of us are happy as we once were, and our relationship feels like a task we're just trying to get done. We just had a conversation last night and have discussed marriage counseling. I refuse to give up until I can say I've tried everything. My question is, how are we supposed to deal with things until we go to counseling? We have a few financial things to take care of before we start next month. So they have to get their ducks in a row with that. Okay. They've got a month until they start counseling.
Okay.
How do we live in the same house and do day-to-day life so that I'm happy? Do we try to work things out in the meantime? If so, how? I am so lost. And that's from Brittany.
Wow. Okay. Well, Brittany, that's a tough one. I wouldn't. Oh man, he just did it this week.
As recent as this week, talking to girls online.
Right.
So the physical happened once that she knows of. The talking to girls online, apparently he's very bad at hiding it because she keeps finding out as recent as this week.
Okay. So you're doing the right thing, in my opinion, by going to counseling. You need to get on the table. Hey, what's going on? Why is this happening?
Why does he need that validation?
Yeah, what's happening? And let's talk about those things. Is there something that, you're not getting? Is there something, just what's going on? We need to get that out on the table in a counseling session with a neutral party there and talk through that. So the question is, what do we do in the meantime?
30 days before we can get in there.
I would try to just keep everything as non-emotional and business-like as you can. Take care of the children, eat, keep the house up, whatever you guys do day to day. But I wouldn't try to get into any big discussions about it until you go to counseling. That's just me. I mean, this just recently happened. So
it's been going on, but
in the last week she found out again, right?
She's been married to him for 11 years. The whole relationship he's been cheating on her for 11 years.
Okay. So keep it business-like. And if it's been going on this long,
what's another month?
What's another month of just going through the motions? I hate to say that, but let's not start any big fights, any big emotional discussions. Just make sure the kids are cool. Make sure they're not seeing anything that they shouldn't see. And then get to counseling, get all this out on the table, and then try to resolve it there. I mean, that's
suck it up for 30 days.
Suck it up for 30 days. You made it this long. I think you can make it another 30 days. Hopefully. That's a tough one.
It's amazing what is going on behind, like she said, everybody outside world thinks it's great, but what goes on behind closed doors, if we only could, be a fly on the wall and peek inside and see what people are dealing with, it's sad. So, I can see why some people there, hurt people and lash out. I can see why the internet is so filled with all this anger being spewed out. And, I had to do a woman a favor this week and block her from my account. I did that. I told her, I said, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to block you because obviously looking at me on Instagram is causing you too much stress. And so I did, but there's so many people that are angry and hurt and they feel powerless maybe in their marriage. So they get on the internet and they just like, wherever every chance they get, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame. But I hope that lady that I blocked is doing well now.
Gosh,
she was so mean.
Gosh, now I'm all bummed out.
I know. It's hard.
These letters
sometimes.
bum me out. Do you get bummed out after you read all these?
Sometimes. It depends on how some of them are really heartbreaking.
Well, these are all sad.
Some of them are just girls that I'm like, snap out of it,
Yeah.
Come on. But then again, I've done so many stupid things in relationships. I've made so many mistakes. I wasn't the love expert when I was, my first boyfriend.
Well, who hasn't?
Everybody does. And I still mess up. But, I learned from my mistakes and hopefully, but, like I had one girlfriend, I was like, I can give you all the advice in the world. And I know you're not going to listen to me. You're going to do what you're going to do anyway. But sometimes a woman just has to live through it and experience it for herself. And you're going to do it anyway. So
I just reading those letters now and me trying to answer them. I think it's not easy, but I'm trying to just give logical kind of thinking, well, okay, if I was in that position, how would I logically work through this?
Yeah, but see,
without a lot of emotion.
That's it. The emotions get involved.
And trying to, like the ones with the children, those are tough ones because you don't want the kid, it's you two knuckleheads that are the reason that the kids are having to see all this stuff. You don't want the kids seeing any of that stuff, so I'm trying to think, well, how do you protect the children in that situation? That's why that last one I would say, just keep it businesslike, get to counseling, and then try to figure it out there and get it resolved. Instead of trying to have all these, sad discussions and voices being raised, and then the kids are like, what's going on?
It scares them.
Yeah, those are tricky to answer.
They are.
Yeah,
but you did good, honey.
Oh, okay.
And I did pretty good keeping out of it. Yeah, I tried to weasel my way in there a couple of times.
No, it was fine.
Good.
Always good.
Well, that was, maybe we'll do this again, but that was the first love letters to Alan.
Well, yeah. No, I think you're definitely the expert, babe. I'm not going to try to take your job on that.
Maybe I'll have you come be a guest on the Love Letters to Kellie podcast sometime.
Yeah.
And we can do like a couples edition because Robert reads, sifts through all the letters and presents them. So maybe he could do some that would be addressed more to couples. I don't know. We can work on that. Work on that.
No, I totally do that.
Well, that was fun, honey. Thanks for doing that.
All right, babe. No, that was fun. Thank you for even letting me do that. I'm honored.
I'm honored.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love taking showers desperately.
Yeah, you've had 2 today. My goodness.
Yes. I love our listeners desperately, too. Oaked Barbecue. Love Oaked Barbecue.
Check it out.
Oaked, OAKDBBQ.com. Follow them on Instagram. Leave us a review too. If you like the podcast, leave us a review on iTunes, anywhere you listen to podcasts.
That's so nice. I thought you were going to say leave a review for Oaked, but leave one for us too.
Leave one for us.
Yeah, so many podcasts ask for that every time. We never ask.
We never ask.
We did try it for a while, but we felt kind of silly, so we stopped.
Yeah. But yeah, go out there and ask. And if you want to send us email about anything we talked about, you can find us at kellyandalan.com or send us an email at podcast@kellyandalan.com. podcast@kellyandalan.com.
All right.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.
Hurt your tummy. You're sweating. Did you put on your antiperspirant?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're kind of sweating.
I think those letters made me sweat.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
Well, I wouldn't describe it as pressure. I'm just trying to not give a stupid answer.
It's pressure not to give stupid answers.
I'm trying to give a good answer, but it's hard because I don't have all the details. Those are hard. It'd be so much easier for me if I had two people in front of me. Because I can read people really well, you know. If I had two people in front of me and I'm hearing them, I could get to the bottom of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
But we're just getting the letter. It's tough because there's so much you don't know, you know. I can see why you say those. Some of them are kind of tough.
Alan goes through the 10 things. Alan talks, asks the burning question. What was it? Are these things normal in the shower? What was it?
10 things that I may or may not do in the shower. 10 things. Do you, listener, do these in the shower? Golly, a little stomach rumbling in here. All right, guys. What you need, Senya? Name of the sponsor. Which one? We had Everlywell, we had Best Fiends, and we had Rothy's. Yeah, Oak starts the new hours this weekend, so they'll be open all day starting this weekend. Well, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate you for being here, taking the time out of your day to come watch this buffoonery. Yeah, Kelly is acrobat, hiking that leg up. Yeah. Oh, for what? I'm not following you, Senya. For which? Oh, the bra company.
First Love.
First Love.
Is that right?
It's either
Third Love. Third Love.
Third Love.
Let me see if the code still works.
thirdlove.com/sandwich, probably.
Go to Third
Boom.
Love. thirdlove.com/sandwich. It's Third Love.
And then when you check.
We haven't done a spot there in a while, but it's still, I don't remember what the percentage off is going to be. It's been so long since we've done it, but
I'll tell you what code it won't be. It won't be code Allen. So you can try sandwich or you can try Kellie.
Well, it might not be a code. Sometimes if you just go to the website,
it's not code Allen.
If they ask you for a promo code after you go to thirdlove.com/sandwich, use promo code sandwich. But I don't know if you have to use a promo code if you just use that URL.
No, won't be code Allen. Yeah. Jenny piling on. It's definitely not code Allen. Yeah, okay. Shelly piling on. Not Allen.
This is true.
Everybody just jump on Allen. Allen's at the bottom of the pile. Help. We need to get to the bottom of this.
I will.
Because why are we doing that?
I did not have time today.
That's a bunch of, Ms. Boss El Presidente would say, that's a bunch of bullshit. You need to nip that in the bud. Code A-Train. That's right. Thank you, Senya. I appreciate that. I'm human and I want to be loved, just like everyone else does. Thank you, Lindsay.
I'm suddenly getting a headache.
Well, we haven't eaten.
Oh, we ate a big lunch.
We had a giant lunch.
I'm starting to get a little hungry and a little headache.
Yeah, Sin, tell us when you're in town and we'll meet. I'll meet you at the restaurant. We'll meet you down there. Thank you, Bethany. It's one of my eBay shirts. Look at this one. Isn't that cool? It's a cool design, huh? Yeah. Yeah, if I see ones I like that are large on eBay and they have a cool design, I don't buy all of them because some of them are ridiculous, with the bling and the foil and all that. I just like just a simple. So you can find them on eBay pretty well, or pretty easily. Oh, what I was saying, yeah, Sin, come up when you are in town. Let us know. Yeah, Lindsay, it's open. We're open now. It's open for lunch, and starting this weekend, it's open all day for lunch and dinner.
Starting Friday.
And I'll tell you what, it's really. Are you kind of like? I didn't know what to expect, but I'm so happy with how it's turned out.
Yeah.
Like it's a cool place. It's kind of fun I just like hanging out there. We ate outside today, like under the big oak tree, and the weather was just really nice, and it was just a good time, and the food's good, and seems like there's always a good crowd. I mean,
it's a lot of men,
a lot of dudes.
Men like barbecue, ladies.
It is dude heavy, that's for sure.
So if you are, I've always told women, go to steakhouses at happy hour to meet men, but check out Oat for lunch. Now at dinner, it might be a little different, and they're going to start doing live music in a couple weeks on the patio. So we're definitely going to be there for that.
Yeah. Oh, Lindsay said she's single. Yeah, there you go. Come on down.
Come on.
Jeff's always there. He'll show you a good time. Wow. Sin just dropped a big dime on our head. Here, hold on. We'll pick that one up. We got it. Wow. Big dime. Sin just dropped. She'll be in Hawaii on the 11th. Dime.
We'll be dropping a dime when you go to Hawaii next year.
Yeah. This is true. Well, I got to upload this thing. It's at 5,500. Let's see if I got the address memorized. 5,500 Greenville, Suite 1300.
1300. But it's right there facing the street.
Greenville, basically Greenville and Lovers, just north of Lovers off Greenville. No, Bethany, they're not. We did one early on Monday because today's not Monday, is it? Today's Wednesday. Yeah. We did one early on Monday because
Dylan,
one of my boys, had a game that night. And then Emma Kellie had a basketball or a volleyball game that night. So we just had to adjust a little bit. It just kind of depends on what's going on, but all right. Michael, you like the early Monday ones? All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do a little uploading here, and
boom, I'm done.
Call it a night.
Yeah, y'all. I've got to go sleep off this martini. Good night. Thank you. And we're going to be recording some extras because we're going to be on vacation the week of Thanksgiving. So we're going to pop on here a couple of random times too in the next week or so.
We are?
We gotta get 2 podcasts done for the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.